This year alone, every one of you will pay an average of 12% more taxes. That 12% will not begin to pay on the interest to government loans. Loans that have mortgaged the future of your children and 5 more generations of your children. Arkansas, a state that realizes when taxation with representation is more oppressive than taxation without representation, it's time to give up or fight. Which do you choose, Arkansas? Our Declaration of Independence agrees with you. Governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. Let's feel your belief down to your toes. Are you ready, Arkansas, to take back your country and begin a new America? Are you ready? Then please shout out with as much gusto your answer to these questions. Are you ready to reverse America's dumbed-down dependent culture and return it to one of self-reliance, personal responsibility, and the end of the welfare state? Are you ready to stop hanging a sign over every human being who has a problem? A sign that says, I am a helpless victim, and it is the duty of the United States taxpayer to support me. Are you ready to tell that person, this country was built by people who refuse to be victims? Are you ready to tell them that? Do you believe that the time has come to do away with the divisive hyphens that separate us? White-America, Black-America, Hispanic-America, gay and lesbian-America. What's next? Part Italian, half Jewish, 1/5 Ukrainian on my mother's side, semi-Catholic, and occasionally redneck-America. You want unity and pride in country? Then stop identifying yourselves by your ethnicity and the color of your skin. You will never unify unless you erase those hyphens, because you're hyphenating yourself to death. Isn't it time for all of us, dear friends, to just be Americans again? Do you agree? Do you agree with President John Adams, who said, our Constitution was made only for a moral and God-fearing people. It is wholly inadequate for any other. And that means no judge, no legislator, no non-believer has the right to rewrite our history. Do you believe we are one nation under God? Dear friends, we have it in our power to begin the world over again. But first, we must rebuild the United States of America. For who will the rest of the world, which you now call globalization, who will the rest of the world turn to if America falls? China? Russia? Perhaps Saudi Arabia? Who? It's time to take care of the home first. Let us have some fun. and at the same time send a powerful message to the establishment. Let us begin this noble fight with a loud opening round salvo. A new shot heard round the world. Let the Second American Revolution begin. Are you ready? It was a custom during the American Revolution that when an American ship was creeping up behind a French frigate, all the American sailors would go on deck and they would shout a phrase or a sentence that would scare the living bejeebers out of the enemy before they sunk it to the bottom. Would you all be kind enough, including all of you who are sitting, to please stand and turn to your right to the I-30 bridge. You are now facing, dear friends, due east. 1,017 miles straight ahead is a ship of state whose crew is doing to you what the British did to us. You are now facing the highest paid, reading impaired, non-representing representatives in the world, the United States Congress. On the count of 3, if you agree, please shout out with as much gusto as you are capable of. I'm mad as hell and I'm taking my country back. 1, 2, 3, hit it. They didn't hear you at the state capitol. 1, 2, 3, hit it. I think they heard you in Barcelona. Please have a seat. The only question now, what are you going to do about it? I respectfully suggest, having gone all over this country, giving presentations to hundreds of groups, right, left, in the center, wingless. I checked my body parts this morning and I can assure you there isn't a single wing on any of them. I have all politics, and I'm going to suggest, unless Arkansas is ready and this movement is ready to raise the discussion, to raise the debate over the divisive swamp of politics and policies and discuss principles, there is no hope for unity. Number one suggestion. You are doing such brilliant work in less than 3 months. Look what's happened. You're here. America is changing. I'm not giving you nice thoughts to win applause or approval. I'll tell you the truth. And having gone to every nook and cranny of this country, America is sick and tired, fed up. They're not black, they're not white, they're not Hispanic. It's not a political issue. They're Americans. The key is for you in the vanguard to wake up the 80% in the middle who are the real power of our democracy. You can do it. You are do it. Will you continue to do it? Stay involved, Arkansas. Get involved. This is not a political movement. This is a movement to save the United States of America. Please, a suggestion. Do not politicize this movement. I've spoken to many groups, and this patriotic group won't speak to that patriotic group because, like all bureaucracies, like all groups, they want to assume power. Can't you see what's happening? You are becoming the evil that you are fighting. You've got to join together, all of these groups, and cause a coalition that will force your non-representing representatives to listen to the will of the people. You've got to get out of your lazy boy recliners. You've got to get off your hindquarters and say, if not me, who? If not now, when? And if you still don't want to get involved, then look in the eyes of your grandchildren. Look at those children over there playing on the green. That's the future of America. Answer this question. Do you want to hand over the America today to those children playing on the lawn? Yes or no? Then get off your duff and do something about it, Arkansas.